All right, we're welcoming in Xavier Musketeers. We'll start with a statement from Coach, and then we'll take questions.
Yeah, obviously not the result we wanted. Really proud of our fight, really proud of our young women for just sticking to it, sticking to each other, trying to pour into each other down the stretch when shots weren't falling our way. I'm really proud of the effort that they've had all season. We've played a lot of teams close. You can see the growth in our program, so very proud of our team today.
Please raise your hand, and we'll find the mic.
Savannah, towards the end of the game, there was a foul called. You were walking down to the other end, and it looked like you were talking to yourself. What were you thinking when it looked like the game was sort of getting out of hand or almost over?
To grab the rebound. I know that my team is better when I'm aggressive and when I'm rebounding well. I know that my team needed that at the end of the game. So I was frustrated with myself that I wasn't aggressive grabbing it.
It's a tough way for the season to end, but any thoughts on the fight that you guys had this year and playing with your sisters, the past 9-10 months or so?
I think we showed a lot of fight all season. It was hard, meshing together, especially with a whole bunch of transfers. But I think that we showed up, we cared for each other, we pushed through adversity. And it sucks, but I don't know, I'm proud of us. We grew a lot, so.
Coach, in terms of the fight of your players, you talked about it. Everyone really kind of competed all year long, and you competed tough in games. Even today, down to the last couple of seconds, you had the ball late. What do you think it is that this particular team really kind of embraced and embodied that allowed them to kind of hang tough against really, really talented teams in a deep Big East?
Sure. I think it's just the heart of this group. We met some early adversity with Maya Moore going down in the summer. One of the first day of workouts, a player that we expected to come in and be able to, battle against Samaya Watt and really take up some of the size on the inside and help us with that rebounding struggle. Then you get right into early preseason and you lose Cody Williams-Cepho, and they watched both of those injuries happen, and it was really hard for them. And the way they loved each other up, the way they've taken care of each other, the way they held each other through those moments and were right there the moment that they got through surgery, told our coaching staff that we did have a really special team that was going to fight for each other no matter what. And I think Savannah's right. I think in so many games, right, we're close, in so many close possessions. I mean, we played St. John's at home, or in a 2-point ball game. There's a ton of moments I can look back and say that there's so much growth in this group. There's so much fight in this group. And, like Savannah said, I'm very proud of us.
And the other thing I wanted to ask about is, can you just talk about just the joy of playing basketball and just how women's basketball has just captured the whole entire country with the excitement and the passion that you ladies play with?
I grew up in a basketball family, so I'm used to it, but it's always been something that brings me joy. I feel like people underestimate the struggle that comes with being a student athlete and going to class and having a full schedule all the time. But I feel like when we get into practice or get into workouts and you get to be around your teammates, get to be around coaches that you love, a program that treats you well, it's a joy that I feel like I haven't experienced in anything else in my 22 years of life. So.
Savannah, you've played at a couple of schools, and what was it about Xavier that kind of and this coaching staff that really kind of resonated for you and allowed you to have the kind of success you had?
I'd say the versatility in the coaching staff. I feel like at the programs I've been at before, it's kind of like one coach that kind of clinged on to. But when I got recruited by Xavier, every coach kind of showed me something different that I enjoyed in them. But also just like the culture that was put in front of me, the way that Coach Chambers sold the program to me. It just showed me a really special culture, and it gave me something to believe in. So.
One more.
Coach, can you just speak to the pride that you have with the players that, gave all, played as hard as they can? Can you just talk a little bit about the pride that you have as a coach?
Absolutely. There's a lot of pride there. I mean, again, you want to see more wins, but we understand our process and we understand that this journey was a challenging one to continue to lift Xavier women's basketball back to the success that we've had historically. And I think these young women understood that through the recruiting process. They wanted to put on that jersey. They wanted the work. They wanted the challenge. They wanted the grind, and they did not shy away from it at any second. So again, there's so much to be proud of with this group. They're feeling it really a ton right now, and they should because they put their heart and souls into it. But I couldn't be more proud of them.
Thank you very much.